Hello and thanks for joining me for some more of The Last Caretaker. Doing something a little bit different today. We're going to have a look into some of the lore. We're going to take a closer look at the graffiti. So we're going to have a look at some logs, so spoiler alert if you haven't looked into some of the lore logs in here. We are going to be looking at some of those. Not all of them. And I don't have all of them unlocked on this let's save. But I'm going to take a look at, let me see. Okay. So let's take a look at the Lumi series. And in here, does mention in here. Okay. So this is to do with the solar panels. It mentions in here that they use photoreceptive genes derived from human ocular DNA. Okay, so the only way to get human ocular DNA is from a human eyeball or the human parts connected with the eye and ocular, right? Yeah, they have synthesized it and embedded it into the solar panels, and that's how they're able to actually track the movement of the sun. And then it does say down here, you know, things questioning about the ethical dimensions of this sort of practice. Okay, so let's move on. This one here, recovered data logs. This is about the sharks and about, I guess, some of the experiments with the sharks. And if we have a look in here, it's talking about they are going to terminate one of the sharks, and they mention this operator, facial expressions. Doesn't say who the operator is. There's no date aligned with any of these. The first log says, where is it? Data corrupted under the date. Okay. Shark recognizes and processes presence of operator facial expressions indicative of emotional distress, sympathetic neurological reaction noted. Right, they're talking about the operator as if it's not human, though it does have facial expressions, which caretakers do not. Or do they? We'll have a look at that in a moment. So if we go on further, both organisms exhibit emotional state convergence, understanding, sorrow, helplessness. Okay, so the operator is about to put the shark down, basically. So why would they note this if we're talking about the operator being a human, right? And this basically goes on the same sort of stuff. Okay, about feeling different awareness and pain and life and etc. Termination complete, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Operator and subject shared mutual, irreversible emotional trauma, a moment profoundly human in its tragedy. Both beings, okay. So they're calling the shark a being because it contains biological matter. It's not a robot. It's not completely biological either. It's a bit of both. So a cyborg or cybernetic organism. All right. So let's move down to the angel. And if we go to the last entry here, under no circumstances disclose the presence of authentic human spinal and nervous system tissues. Okay, so they have, the angels actually have human spinal tissue in them. So, I mean, you can see that they're, if you read a lot of the other notes as well, there's quite a few experimental things that went wrong, but also were pretty ethical and involved, using human DNA and all of that sort of stuff. Now, if we, so we go into our menu here. All right, so watch the eyes. Okay, the eyes change. Okay, so that is something to do with expression. Okay. All right. So, okay, we're going to have a closer look now at some of the graffiti, and I have dismantled a bunch of stuff off of my boat, so I had stuff built up there. All right, most of this is backwards, but this reads spook. There's a little ghost or something there that says choice up there. We'll have a look at it the proper way around later on, but it's not covered up by much here, so you can read it easier, even though it's backwards. Over here, okay, that says KGO. I don't know if the eyes are supposed to be O's or not. And then it's reversed. We've got techno. This is a number. It's backwards. It's basically a mirror image of this number here, 45, 37. So normally in graffiti culture, when you see a number like that, it usually refers to the year that it was put up there. And I did try thinking, well, maybe are these coordinates? So I went to 4537 and I went to 3745. I couldn't find anything there. We've got this little one down here, says goon, maybe GOON. I'm not sure. Don't know if that has any significance. Couldn't really figure this one out. I mean, that's either an A or a D. That's maybe a H. I can't really figure out much of the rest of that. Or that, for that matter. We do have a mural of an astronaut here, but we've got a bone sticking out of her neck. We've got a dog with a bone here and a little halo. That says QTZ or GTZ. Not sure if that has any significance. Alright. Around the corner here. Couldn't really make out much of that up there. This yellow one is repeated elsewhere. We'll look at that. But that's over the top of something else that is not repeated anywhere here. Couldn't really make out that tag. Around this side, once again, we've got a bit of a piece there that's repeated elsewhere that we'll be able to get a clearer look at. I'm not sure what the S is, but that's repeated a few times. Okay, so let's have a look down here. Actually, what I might do, let's grab the jet ski. So, plug that. Come on. All right. Now, I'm not 100% sure. This one right here, it's sort of, I think, the only place you can really see it. But it's been covered up by the mooring thing there, but that could be like a picture of a teddy bear. I'm thinking, like, let me try and position here. So you got the ears and you got feet. I don't know. Don't know. But, all right, let's cruise around. Okay, once again, we've got the goon over there. And I couldn't really make out the rest of that. Over here, this one says Apocalypse, Apocalypse. This looks like a little sort of a symbolic sort of angel, two little angel wings, maybe. Quite a few of these tags I can't really make out. Okay, so up here, this one is repeated in a couple of places. You can't really see, it's covered over a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that says shock, SH. Of course, I'm going to get stormy weather, which is going to impact the visibility. And just get out a little bit. Okay, so it says SHOCK, then we've got OK. All right, let's just move up a bit. Okay, this thing does not like turning when you're close in. Let's get out a little bit here. Okay, so we've got choice again there. We've also got a sideways version of another piece that we can see elsewhere. The Apocalypse one, that is not repeated anywhere that I know of. This one here. I can't really make this one out. That could be an E or a C. I think it's an E. Like the X there sort of represents like a, a hole in the letter. So like an E, like this on the end. I think that could be an R. That's maybe an O or a B maybe, I'm not sure. Anyway, I can't decipher that one. We've got the KG or KGO again, and the techno. All right, so let's move up. Okay, up here. we have take care. It's the T-A-K-E, care. So we are caretakers, take care. And yeah, this one upside down, but it's the one once again that I think says shock. And I'm not too sure about much of this one. These are repeated in a number of places. I've got the 45 again over here. Up there. Yeah, there's also what might be a 30. Too sure. You got choice up there again. Okay, we've got a caretaker here with tears showing emotion. Here, that's a caretaker. Look at the eye, right? Okay, so let's take a closer look at this. We'll have a better look at this up on the deck because it's up on the deck as well. But he's asking if he's got a soul. Once again, there's that other one I couldn't make out. This one over here. Shock again. And got choice again over here behind the all the scribble. This one here, the yellow one, the boat, as in the house. Get another look at that closer up again. Spook again. This up here looks like it could be, oops. Let's attach me to the ladder. Come on. Every time I try to do a video, shitty weather. Alright, but right up there, that could be a battery? Maybe? Don't know. Alright. So I think we've done... Oops. No, what are you doing, mate? Get on your fucking bike. Right. Alright, so, I mean, it's crappy weather. I'm gonna plug this in and we'll take a look up on the deck now. But I'll see you in a moment when the weather's cleared up. Okay, so weather's cleared up a little bit. It's still dark, but you can sort of see. So that's the boat again, which we saw down on the side, and we'll see it again over here. The boat. This is upside down. We've got the shock again, but it's partly obscured by all this. So H-O-C-K, and the S is behind all that. And OK. It's upside down compared to the rest of this. You've got spook under there again. It's been painted over. Here it is again, spook. You've got choice up here again. And of course, take care. We've got our caretaker that's having his head blown apart and his eyes coming out. So, I mean, if you look at the eye, okay, that's the same as a caretaker eye. So that's how we know that is a caretaker. But look at these teeth and the rest of the inside. That's not robotic. Okay, he's got the ocular parts where his eyes have been put in. But is that a human human skull, a human head, maybe human brain inside of that shell. So this is what makes me think. I mean, if you look at most of the other life, anything that resembles life on this planet, the sharks, the even the octopus things, which are in here somewhere. You know, everything is all biomechanical, maybe with the exception of the blobs, the slime, although the slime does mention there's some logs there that I think are related to the slime that does mention that that itself sort of produces in a more mechanical way, although we don't get any sort of tech scraps from it. We do get bio, but anything like the leeches. Okay, now if you find the big roly balls, okay, the big roly balls are pretty much the only thing that when we kill them, they don't have any biomatter. So I think they're really the only robotic things. And when I say robotic, like there's a difference between a robot and a cybernetic organism. So the roly balls I think are 100% robotic. There's also notes pertaining to the teddy bears, which are also supposed to be robots. But okay, so anything else that we kill aside from the blobs, we get both bio scraps and sort of non-biological scraps from them. Jesus, this bloody weather. But whenever we find dead caretakers and we scrap them, there's no bio. But take a look at, say, the vampiric leech things. Right, you kill one of those, you'll get tech scrap, or not tech, but you'll get bio scraps as well as like other bits of scrap like wires and this, that, and the other. Right? But if you find one that is already dead, it's been dead for a while, and you dismantle it, the same as the little bees and the other little round things that come out of some of the octopus things. You know, if you find any of them that are already dead before you got there, and they're laying there, and you can dismantle them, you don't get any bio stuff from it. It's because we don't know how long we've been asleep, and all that bio has just vanished. It's, well, not vanished, but it's decomposed and gone away. It's my theory, and that is why we don't get any biological scraps from the caretakers that we find. But I don't know. That to me looks very biological. Why has he got teeth? Right, we don't have a mouth here. Okay, but we do have teeth in here, and like I said, the eye, it's definitely a caretaker. So we've got some things here, and take care. Asking if he's got a soul. Can he make choices? Do we make choices? So anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that, you know, I mean, if you look at, okay, spinal cords have been taken from humans, put in the angels, the ocular, which is the eye, which is this bit, right? That's been taken out and used to engineer the Lumimax. And what's left is the head and the brain, and they've put robotic optics in. And what else? What else is in there? We go back to I think it was the shark one. There was mention about heartbeat, heart rate in the operator. Now, I'm not sure if the operator is a caretaker, but they don't talk about it as if it's 100% human. It says that both beings, the operator and the caretaker, have, you know, a fate that they're helplessly unable to do. Like, they know that the operator knows that he's about to kill the shark and he can't do anything about it, and the shark knows it's about to die and it can't do anything about it. So yes, let me know in the comments down below what you think about that. That is gonna do it for this video. So if you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. I do have a playlist of my playthrough. Put a link to that down in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.